We're trying to get up this hill, it's like this. It like dies. The car shuts off. If you roll back, it's going off the mountain.
We crest the mountain and go down, and it is terrifying. Our brakes suck, and we're like eating his dust.
On this edge of a cliff.
No guardrails. We're like fishtailing behind him.
What,
Nothing
how
works.
much gas you have.
It doesn't tell you how fast you're going. It doesn't tell you how much gas you have. It doesn't tell you like what the RPM. Like everything's broken.
No.
There's
Because
missing parts of the chassis where you can like literally see like the road underneath you. For the rest of the trip, it was like giving us hallucinations.
In episodes 1 and 2, Cole and Cassie survived a Berlin homicide raid and an intense border interrogation in Belarus. Now, in the finale of this 3-part special, they put their lives in the hands of a beat-up 1980 Soviet Lada Niva to navigate the remote Pamir Highway through Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. Between failing brakes, blown radiators, altitude sickness, and navigating mountain passes in a dying car, can they make it out of Central Asia in one piece? The final chapter of the Trip Report podcast starts right now.
And my inner dialogue is like, there's 500,000 miles on this car.
Yeah.
I only need it to last for another 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's Cole's logic.
It's already gone so
It
far.
lasts 5 miles.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the brake pedal stuck. And like, I don't know anything about cars. I can change my own oil, and that's like it, right?
You're a step ahead
And
of
so,
me.
and we don't even have toolkit or anything. So it's like enough where we were able to like, basically like.
You like coasted it into kind of the
Because like
sidewalk.
the brake pedal is like fully depressed.
Yeah.
But you can still like get the car to like.
So you can overrun the brakes, basically.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
That means they're really good brakes.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I know
that's
about
how
cars.
I was able to get it to the side of the road. And then it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the
Yeah.
morning. And so we're like, okay, I guess we're just going to like walk to our hotel, which
Nothing's
is like 2 miles
open.
away. So we walk to our hotel. I literally leave the keys in the car because I'm so pissed. I'm like, dude, if somebody steals this, it'll be awesome.
And we just paid for it. We just spent $2,000 on it or whatever.
Yeah,
we spent.
$1,300.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's
Yeah.
not, I hate this thing already, right? Like, I'm just so, like, it was just such
And
a
you're
long
about to
day.
spend a month
Yeah,
in this.
yeah.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. And so
If we get back to the
we
hotel.
walk back to the hotel. I can't sleep.
And Cole's like, yeah, Cole's
she's
like,
super pissed, and I'm super pissed. Like,
Yeah,
we're
you're
super
both
pissed.
just angry.
yeah, Cole's like, I feel sick to my stomach, and I was like, good, you should. And I was like, I'm going to bed.
And so the very next day,
I slept like a baby.
Did you?
I really did.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
And
the-
Cole slept like shit.
Your anger just kept you nice and warm
Yeah.
and nestled in.
Oh my God,
so the
it's
very
funny.
next day, which is like it's like a forum for people in this part of the world.
Okay.
And it's where people like pool their money to go on like Toyota Land Cruiser like group trips.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
when I was like daydreaming.
What you were
about it.
talking
So you
about,
have
okay.
like a driver who has a reliable Toyota, and then each person pays. It's like a lot of money. It's like each person pays like $400 for a seat in this Land Cruiser. So then the guy ends up getting like almost
$1,600,
yeah,
$2,000.
right, and then,
And that doesn't include housing and food.
yeah. It's just an expensive part of the world, man. It's so remote that like everything's expensive.
Yeah, again, leverage.
yeah.
They,
Yeah.
And
They
so
got you.
I'm like frantically trying to find other people to like, because I'm like, whatever, like we'll do our trip, we'll come back, and then maybe I'll try to like fix this car and then sell it or something.
yeah.
And that doesn't materialize at all.
Like, because you also have been texting Oybeck and Horseshit too, to like,
Yeah.
hey, I dropped the car off, fix it. Like, I can't get it to work.
Yeah.
That's also happening.
Yeah, and I basically tell them, I'm like, don't even fix it, just like sell it. Like,
Yeah,
I,
that's
like,
true. Yeah.
I just
Scrap
want
it.
to wash
Yeah.
my hands of this really stupid idea that I had.
Where we've
Right.
spent 2 days now doing this.
And
shopping.
then I can't find a group trip.
Nobody's.
So like, dude,
They're all
we might
broke.
just be hanging out in this town for the next like.
Remind me, you're in Osh?
There's nothing to do here. Like
Osh?
Osh,
Kyrgyzstan.
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 Kyrgyzstan,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I'm just like spiraling, like freaking out, and then finally Oybeck is like, dude, just drink a cup of coffee. It'll probably make your anxiety worse, but
Yeah.
like, I got it. I'll figure it out. Like, or Horseshit's gonna fix it. Don't worry. And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, he's like talking at us off a cliff. He's like, you guys are freaking out. It's no big deal. Like, we've got this. It's okay. You'll be on your
Yeah.
trip. It'll be great.
Great
You'll drive
car,
the
strong engine, and I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
And I was like, this
So-
guy is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So
I want some of what he's taking.
yeah, we end up spending 3 extra days in Osh. We were supposed to spend like a day in Osh. Like I thought he was already gonna have like a motorbike like sorted, give him the cash, like let's leave the same day.
How were you gonna do that? Like you were just gonna hop on the back of the motorbike and
I mean, we did it
yeah.
before.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
done it before in other countries.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a
Yeah.
1,500-mile road trip on a bike in Vietnam with just 2 backpacks in the back.
and just one motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've done Indonesia and Guatemala.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, so it's just like him, then me, and then the 2 backpacks are like
Stacked on top.
of each other.
Yeah.
Or one on it, and then I'm wearing one, and it's
Right.
resting on the other one. Sometimes we have the side bags.
the panniers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway,
That's how
we end up
it-
staying in Osh for like almost a week.
Wow.
While they do all this maintenance on the car.
So you'd be like, okay, we do this, we do this, we do this. You're off tomorrow. You're on the road tomorrow.
It was
And
always
then-
like tomorrow,
And
tomorrow,
then tomorrow would
tomorrow,
arrive,
over
and then it
tomorrow.
would be, well, we have to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So tomorrow,
And
you'll
I'm
be on the
thinking
road,
like,
and
am
it just
I
keeps
getting
happening.
scammed?
Yeah, it just feels
Like what's your maintenance bill gonna end up
But-
being?
It just feels.
Yeah,
It feels horrible because
So-
you don't know what's happening.
but
You don't
yeah,
know the car, you don't know the culture, you don't know the people,
Yeah.
and you're just like.
I'm not listening to this conversation that they're having in Kyrgyz
Right, yeah.
about like whatever they're gonna do to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it needed like a bunch of stuff because it's a piece of crap 1980 car. Right?
Yeah.
And so like new tires, new battery, and then
Brakes.
things started like he was like, okay, it's good to go, you can leave right now, and then he's like, oh, it's not starting.
Oh.
It's really-
Yeah, we were about to drive off the lot and the battery died, and we like it died right in
because
front
the
of a battery.
it wasn't
shop.
the battery though, it was the alternator.
Yeah.
And it's just like every
Oh
So we
my
had to get a new
gosh.
battery, and then we had to get a new alternator, and then we'd have to make these like side appointments. We were like at a mechanic shop until like 10 p.m. one night in this random neighborhood
yeah.
while they fixed the alternator.
So we had probably $300 worth of like maintenance put into, which in the States would have been like 2,000.
I was gonna say that's nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it was
I mean
cheap.
everything's comically cheap.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the silver lining. It's like every time something breaks, it's like $10 to fix it.
Yeah, we got new brakes, we got
So-
a new pedal, we got
Mhm.
new oil change. They cleaned the carburetor,
Yeah.
alternator, battery,
I sent you a list. It's a long one.
tires.
So
Oh
this is
my
before we
gosh.
even drive it at all,
Yeah.
right? And then
New
eventually we
windshield
leave.
wipers.
You rebuilt the car, basically.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the first day when we drove it off the lot, I like didn't know like turn signal versus windshield wipers, and
Oh.
it didn't have a windshield wiper. It just had metal scraping up
Oh my god, it
against,
was
Ah.
horrible.
against the window.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
that
like-
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
just
stop
like
doing
a-
that.
Yeah, it was a huge scratch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Well, good thing it wasn't a rental.
Yeah.
yeah, not a rental. We own this bad boy.
Yeah.
Better or worse.
Yeah.
And so where are you even trying to drive to?
So we're trying to do a loop.
A loop. Okay, so
starting
you
and
want to
ending in
end
Osh.
up back in Osh.
Our
Yeah.
favorite place.
Because well, I'm gonna drop Cassie off in Shymkent, Kazakhstan,
Shymkent,
because she has a
okay.
flight leaving from that city direct to Korea,
Okay.
and then I'll have to drive the car back to Kyrgyzstan because I can only legally sell it in Kyrgyzstan,
Okay.
and Osh is the second largest city in
Oh,
Kyrgyzstan.
that was the other thing. On top of the mechanic stuff, we had to get paperwork. We had to get passport privileges for the
Oh.
car.
Yeah.
So the car has its own like DOL passport
Yeah,
thing.
and that was another
he
level
has
of
to
anxiety.
own it. So he has to own it, but he has to have our names on it, and then like
So Horseshit was the legal owner of the.
I thought it was
car.
Oidak.
They both.
Oh, okay,
there was
yeah,
like
yeah.
dual ownership.
Oh, what?
Because like an American
Yeah.
can't legally own it. They can drive it legally and they can take it across borders like no problem, but like
So
they
that's
can't
the
own
other.
it.
That's the other level of like we just bought these people a car
Yeah.
with our money. Like it's not even.
And then
our
so
car.
I was like laughing. I'm like, okay, so when if
Yeah.
we get back to Osh, like if this car does make a 2,000-mile loop on some of the worst roads anywhere in the world, and we make it back, like they're gonna laugh at us when we're like, hey, do you want to buy this car?
That's your car,
That's-
but it's our car.
This is the longest con I've ever heard
Yeah.
of. Like this
We haven't
guy.
even started this trip, and we've already been talking about this car for 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, well, worst case scenario, they just laugh at us and then they just take their car and it's like, it's fine, whatever. Like,
Yeah, Cole was like super convinced that they were gonna buy it or somebody was gonna buy it,
She
and
was
I was
super
I
unconvinced.
was like, no, we just paid for that car. That money is gone. Like that money is not
Yeah.
ours anymore. It's
This
gone.
was always a running joke because I still held out some faith. I'm like, we're going to finish this loop. I'm going to sell the car and we're not going to get all our money back, but we'll get some back. And
Yeah.
she's just laughing at me.
I'm like, this is so dumb.
You're like, just kiss that money goodbye.
Yeah, I was like, that was our money, and now it's not.
And that was not our
We were
money.
doing great with the budget. And then,
Are you?
like,
Okay.
And then like $1,300 in like one day.
Mm.
And then I'm
And
like,
then-
oh, we're not doing so great on the budget.
Then the mechanic stuff.
Yeah.
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 Oh my
So,
God.
Okay, so now we're ready to leave.
yeah. And then, so we start our loop. It's going to be a month. It's going to be about 2,000 miles.
And you're gonna go through from Kyrgyzstan to Tajikistan.
Yep. And then
And
Tajikistan
Kazakhstan?
to Uzbekistan.
Yeah, we go through Uzbekistan to get to Kazakhstan.
Yeah, she's gonna finish in Kazakhstan, and I'm gonna have to complete the loop. on
Drive
my own.
all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first 1,000 miles of the loop is, I mean, some of the worst roads like on planet Earth. It's called the Pamir Highway. It's like famous because the Soviets were like, we're gonna build a international highway through like some of the worst mountain passes on planet Earth. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, no, you can't. And they're like, watch me, right? And so they bring in a bunch of like slave gulag labor into
Yeah.
Central Asia, and they carve like a road through all of these mountain passes. And it's like a mixture of like, you can tell it like used to be paved. Like 60 years ago, it used to be paved.
Oh wow.
And now it's just like craters of potholes.
Oh my god.
And sometimes you can actually go like 60 miles an hour for like a couple hundred meters. And then you have
does
to
our
like,
car even go 60 miles per hour?
yeah. Yeah. And then you have to slam on the brakes because your car is about to get eaten by like a massive
sinkhole.
crater. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Brakes
and
that barely work.
that's for 1,000 miles.
Oh my god.
And so, like, a lot of people will do that trip. Like, you'll have like wealthy like Germans that bring their like awesome like Mercedes
Oh,
like
big,
G-wagons
yeah.
and like with their like oversized tires, and they're doing it. And then there's us in this, like, literally it's a Soviet car. Like, it was built in
Yeah.
1980 before the Soviet Union collapsed. Like, some dude in a factory like slapped this thing together, and like
Right.
it's like there's zero like
Held together with zip ties and
Yes,
scotch tape.
Exactly. And so, yeah, we start on this loop, and it gets really dicey
Yeah.
really quick. The second day, we cross over into Tajikistan, and we thought the infrastructure was bad, and then you get to Tajikistan, and you're like, there's
Oh.
a reason why this is like the poorest country within thousands of miles.
Yeah.
Like, it's rough.
So the roads felt like even worse.
Oh yeah, like god awful,
Yeah.
horrible. And it's also like at extreme altitude. Like the mountain passes are like more than 5,000 meters.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
insane. Yeah. So
So higher than Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
For the mountain pass.
yeah, and the Lada had like a differential where like you could put it in like a high gear ratio and then a low gear ratio.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really know that, so I just kept it in high gear ratio the whole time. And so I'm in like first gear, like trying to get up this like massive incline, like 25-degree incline.
And we're in no man's land. We've already been stamped out of
Yeah.
Kyrgyzstan, and we're
And-
going into. We haven't even made it to Tajikistan yet.
And the car's like dying over and over again. I'm like, I literally don't know if it has enough horsepower to like do this loop.
Oh my gosh.
And so, and then we're in this like no man's land, but we've already been stamped out of Kyrgyzstan, and these
Yeah.
Kyrgyzstan officials are like trying to like get our attention, and I'm like, what are they doing? Like, I can't lose my momentum because like I might
Oh,
like
right.
come down this hill and die, right? So then we blow past them, and then they're like, nah! And then so we got like detained like in no man's land for what, like an hour or something.
Yeah.
Well, and this
They
guy,
like put us in timeout.
he's like, dude, time out,
Yeah.
bad guy, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Because what did they want?
They wanted us. There was like a stop sign, kind of, and they wanted.
He
us,
wasn't outside manning it though. Like I
Yeah.
blew
It
past.
just
Oh.
looked abandoned. It looked like an abandoned building, so we were like.
Like a little Guard check.
Yeah.
Guard check,
Oh.
no guard in there.
There
Stop
was a
sign,
flag. There
nobody's
was
there.
kind of a stop sign.
I know for a fact it's not like the border because we already crossed the
Yeah,
border.
we've already-
We've
Right.
already had our passports and everything. So like, I don't know the purpose of this thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway, like yeah, we got flagged and put in timeout for a little bit. But an hour-ish later,
Yeah, they were supposed to let us wait for 2 hours, and then they were like being nice.
They were bored.
And they let us leave an hour early.
or something, you know.
We don't really even know.
Good behavior.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of like language issues
Yeah.
translating.
Yeah, and then they got tired of Cole's shenanigans, so like one of them started talking to me only and was like, "You tell your husband this."
Were you just like pestering them with questions or?
We got hung up on like, okay, are we in timeout for 2 hours or is the border
Closed. Like, is
closed
the
right
next
now?
one
And then we have to
closed?
wait 2
Oh.
hours, like.
Yeah,
That's
the
confusing.
The translate wouldn't work, and then like they'd be like Russian, and they'd be like no Kyrgyz, and then
Because
like,
we still need to get into Tajikistan.
Yeah.
And I thought he was maybe telling us, like, no, you have to spend the night here because their border control is closed. There's just so much, like, confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird stuff with the borders.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that border was actually shut for, like, years because I wanted to do this trip, like, in 2023.
Yeah.
And they were, like, basically at war. And so that border was shut. Like, there was, like, border skirmishes between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. So yeah, so anyway, they opened it up for the 2025 season, but like
Yeah.
there's still like some weird stuff going on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so anyway,
So we're stopped at like the top ish.
we get through this, and then that's not the highest point
Yeah.
on the Pamir Highway.
No.
We still have, and I'm like checking the altitude on my phone. I'm like, oh, there's another mountain pass that's even worse than this one that we could barely get up. And sure enough, like can't get up this one at all. And like if I was smart enough to figure out the low gearing, it probably would have been fine, but like I wasn't. And so
Well, you also don't read Cyrillic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just cooked. We're on the side of the road, just like we don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh, this is after the border.
Yeah, and
No,
then
this is when we left the yeah. Okay.
And within 5 minutes, these Australians in a sick
No, go
Land
back.
Cruiser.
Go back. You didn't tell it right.
Okay, you tell me. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Okay, so we're trying to get up this hill. It's like this, and then it like dies. It like just the car shuts off.
Yeah.
And then Cole holds the brake down like with his foot, and he tries to restart it, and it doesn't work. And we're like literally like this, and there's no guardrails. There's no infrastructure. So like.
Are you on the side of a mountain like?
Yeah, like if you roll back, it's going off the mountain. Do you recall that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, scary.
Yeah.
So he puts on the parking brake. The parking brake doesn't work. So he's like, Cassie, I need you to get out and put rocks under the wheels. Like, that's a big deal. So, like, Cole can't leave the driver's seat because he can't let go of the brake because then the car will go backwards. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So I put rocks under the wheel and then...
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I put rocks under the wheel. I was like, this is ridiculous. And we're in no man's land. No one's passed us in an hour and a half. Maybe one car when we were in timeout came by. So then I'm like, oh my God, the only reason people are on this road is to get into Kyrgyzstan or to get to Tajikistan,
Right.
which is not many people.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, fudge, what if nobody finds us? Then we do like a few things. We like try to be mechanics and try to figure out the problem, and then we can't. And then I'm like put everything important into my like fanny pack, and I'm like, okay, Cole's gonna try this again, and if it doesn't work, like I have to jump out of this car with our belongings. Like that's where my
Tuck and
head's
roll.
at. Yeah. And then we were also like, we bought food and water, and we were like, if we ever have to camp out in our car, we have the supplies to do that. We were there for like 45 minutes or something. And then once we ran out of options, then we like said a prayer, and then 3 minutes later the Australians are.
Yeah, so we had some thick accented Aussies.
Some bogans.
In a V8 Land Cruiser. And they show up, and I'm like, please tell me you can.
And we were like holding our toe strap, like that's how we signaled them because we didn't know who they were. Right?
Yeah.
Like we were just like, we have to show the car what we need.
Yeah, and I'll butcher the accent, but it's this couple, like a husband and wife.
Yeah.
And then the lady looks at us and she's like, oh my God, is that a Lada? I love a Lada. And we're like, we don't love a Lada. Like,
That's a spot on accent
okay.
to my
Awesome.
American
Yeah.
ears.
So then the Crocodile Dundee dude gets out and he's like, oh, like nothing.
His
like,
accent's way thicker.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's hard to
He's from
Dude,
the
like,
bush.
Wrestles
Yeah.
gators. Like,
Yeah.
like, Steve Irwin defeated the grave, man. He's,
Right.
He's back.
Yeah,
right?
he's resurrected.
Yeah. So he straps us up to a tow strap. And he's like, oh, like ours is bugging too, though. Like we have like something
The
out.
C diff.
Yeah, he's like, the C diff is out, and I'm like, yeah, I know what that is. Like, I don't know what that is.
No.
But like, yeah, dude. Like, I'm trying to like my best to be
Isn't
masculine.
C. diff like a disease?
Don't ask me.
I'm pretty sure it's like a bacteria or a disease
like,
or
yeah,
something.
he's like the C differential or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So anyway, he's like, we can pull you out, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then he starts pulling us up this mountain, and it's great when like we're going up the mountain, and then we crest the mountain and go down, and it is terrifying, because he's going like 30 or 40, which is like 30 or 40 miles an hour, like faster than I want him to go.
Right.
Because we're like fishtailing behind him.
Yeah.
Because it's like really difficult to, because our brakes suck, and we don't want to like rear end him.
Right.
But you're also not supposed to brake when you're towing.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to brake when you're towing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so it's just like
And our tow strap's not very long
Oh yeah,
either.
10 feet.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
We're like eating his dust.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
On the edge of a cliff,
Mhm.
Yeah.
No guardrails.
no guardrails, no man's land.
Yeah. And we got this crazed, like, awesome, heroic Australian, like, that's gonna bring us to our death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, like, he gets us to a good stopping point, and he's like, okay, the next like 10 miles or whatever is like a slow like downhill, and I'm like, great. So we go to start the car, and the accelerator's like down to the floor. We're like, what is this? And then the Australian guy looks at it and he goes, oh, like your
Accelerator pedal?
your accelerator string
Rod.
thing. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can fix it. And then
He's like asking for a zip tie.
And we're like, we
He's
don't
like
have
asking
anything,
for
bro.
a pin, and I was like, "Oh my god, I saw a zip tie on the floor, yeah, like a couple hours ago." I was like, "It's here somewhere," and I'm like searching frantically for it. I was like, "God damn it, where is it?" I have no idea where it went. But then I was like, "Hey, will like a hair tie work?" And he was like, "Sure." So I give him my hair tie, and he like straps it to the thing, and then it works.
and he goes, I don't think it's gonna work very long though. You should find some like zip ties.
He was like,
And
"Yeah,
so we're like,
temporary
okay,
fix."
okay. Fast forward, it worked for 2,000 miles.
We never.
Oh,
fixed
wow.
it.
We never fixed it.
We never
The hair
fixed
tie
it.
worked flawlessly. So like people
Dang.
joke about like fixing a Lada with like duct tape and wood, but like you can fix a Lada with a hair tie.
You can fix a lot with a lot of things.
But you need an Australian to like fix do
Right.
the fixing
Yeah,
for you.
because full on.
I love a
I
Lada.
love a Lada.
Or
Is that a
nor.
Lada?
Lot of Neva good. That was what our other guy would
Yeah.
say. Horse shit. He'd go,
Yeah.
Lot of Neva good.
Yeah. He'd like listen to the engine and be like, Lada Neva strong.
So that was also our motto.
Lada needs strong.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I'm hearing like a lot of faith just put into people in
Yeah.
weird situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of planning for bad situations either. Like the plan is to just wait and see who's gonna come to our rescue.
It's just like it's like extreme travel,
Right.
but mixed with budget travel, and sometimes you're gonna run into some issues.
Right.
Because if I had 15 grand to put in a Land Rover or Land Cruiser or whatever, like
Yeah.
we wouldn't have these issues.
Yeah,
But
that's a
like I don't
different
have 15
story.
grand to put into that.
Yeah.
And if I did, maybe the stories wouldn't be as funny.
It certainly wouldn't have as many challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a storytelling element too, though, where it's like, you know, part of the reason why you travel is to like tell cool stories to your kids in the future.
Yeah.
And like, the stories are pretty good with the Lada.
Yes. The Lada stories. The Lada Chronicles.
Somewhere in Tajikistan, we had 10 liters, so like two gallons ish of gasoline tip over in our Lada. And
Oh,
Because we
no.
started storing because we didn't know what the gas stations.
Yeah.
Were.
Yeah, you don't know where.
You can go
Yeah.
hundreds of miles without a gas station.
Yeah.
And the Niva has like a 10-gallon tank or something.
And
it
also-
gets
Oh,
rid of
that's
gas.
nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you what
Nothing
much
works.
gas you have.
It doesn't tell you how fast you're going. It doesn't tell you how much gas you have. It doesn't tell you like what the RPM. Like everything's broken in the car.
Because it's a 45-year-old
you
car.
can see
Yeah.
the road
Yeah.
from the car.
Oh,
there's like
no.
there's missing parts of the chassis where you can like literally see like the road underneath you.
Oh my god.
And
Or
I've been
my glove box too, like went straight to the engine. Like there was no glove compartment. Like
Yeah.
my feet are hot the entire
and
time.
I'd been
And
to
it's
Cuba
already
like
100 degrees.
Yeah.
or we'd both been to Cuba at that point. Like I'd
Oh,
been
yeah.
like 4 times, and that's like all they have in Cuba is just like clapped out terrible ladas,
Yeah.
and like they're doing it right. And so I'm like, we're doing it then.
They can do it. We can do
If
it.
they can do it, we can do it, right?
Oh my gosh.
And so
Everyone
yeah,
has
so
the
anyway, we
gas.
spill like 2.5 gallons of gas in the Lada, and for the rest of the trip, it was like giving us like hallucinations.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
huffing gas
Weird,
fumes.
Yeah, but like thankfully those holes in the bottom of the Lada, we parked next to a river on the border between Tajikistan and Afghanistan, the Panj River, and we were just throwing buckets of water in the Lada, like from the Panj, and like all the petrol is like leaking out of the car and making it smell like a little bit better.
Because it's leaking out
And we had
through
to-
the
we had
holes
to-
in
We had to rip the upholstery too out of.
But that was when we got to a different like hostel. We like ripped out all the upholstery.
Yeah.
So then it's like a bare bone back car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So luckily, your car is so rusted out that
Yeah.
there's holes to wash.
Yeah. Then
Yes.
we bought this product called Barf, which is like Comet.
Yeah.
You know, like Comet where you like clean
It's
your
called
bathroom.
barf.
It's
It's
literally,
called Barf.
I have a picture, dude. It's a
It
real
was
thing.
so funny. So
Name brand.
to clean up our
BARF.
car, we put Barf in it.
You barfed all over your car.
Barf all over our car.
And it made it smell better.
It was like
It made it smell like petrol and barf.
Oh, perfect.
No, it was like it's like a minty like something.
Yeah, but like
mint and lemon.
when you spill 2.5 gallons of petrol in a car, like it doesn't go.
It
away.
doesn't go
No,
away, yeah.
So we like every now and then we'd see like a river, we'd wash it out continually too, and then
And-
we'd put more barf in, and it was just like a constant
Yeah.
like wash barf.
Yeah, and that's on. So probably the worst day
Yeah,
of having
okay.
the car was when the highlight for many people on this Pamir Highway loop is called the Wakhan Corridor, and it's this corridor between Tajikistan and Afghanistan, where it's just dramatic valley, like mountains on either side of you, but the road is even worse than like the traditional Pamir because it's like
Oh,
technically
dang.
an offshoot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so
So-
we've already seen some really bad roads, and now we're like getting on.
Now you're
It's
seeing
way-
the
it can
really
get worse,
bad
it can
roads.
get
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
So we'd make the turn off to the Wakhan Corridor, and it's like that washboard
Mm.
road where it's just for like miles, and then eventually our exhaust breaks off of the car.
It like
and-
makes a noise, and I'm like, stop the car!
Yeah, we can feel like giant metallic parts like underneath the car like breaking off, and that doesn't sound good or feel good.
No.
And
And
then we
nothing's
look,
happened yet. And, then
and we
I was
look in the
like,
rear view, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a huge part that just fell off our car. And then now the car sounds like a jet engine. But like I actually have a car right now that also is louder than it should be because like it has like a significant exhaust leak, and I knew that it sounds terrible,
Yeah.
but it doesn't actually affect like the performance of the car.
So it's like the muffler or something.
Yeah. So the tailpipe and
only
the
one
catalytic
of them.
converter,
Only one.
if it had one, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But like like the exhaust pipe starting at the engine, like that's essentially where it snapped. So everything after that is just gone.
Well, one thing fell off first, then the other thing.
Yeah, it had like this probably
'Cause it-
wasn't the first
'cause
time
you-
this happened because
yeah.
there's like welding like
Yeah.
jobs done on it.
So I was like, oh, we should stop and pick it up. He goes, nah, you don't need it. And I was like, okay.
Because it's
then
like
he keeps going, and then the other part falls off.
yeah, it was like a
But it
two-stage.
didn't fall off. It like drug on the ground, and then it was like making this horrible sound. And I was like, stop the car. We need to go look
We
at
need
it.
to fix this.
Yeah, we need to fix it. And it was like tied up with like a copper string or like a real string or something, because then we had to undo that, and
Yeah.
then we had to yank it off.
Mhm.
And then he threw that to the side of the road. So is
Yeah.
that the muffler, or is that the?
Uh,
That's something else.
part of it, yeah.
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 So then that happens. So we've lost 2 giant pieces now.
So you've got a car that is 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The accelerator, the gas pedal is
held
together with a hair tie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now doesn't have some of the stuff that's supposed to be under it.
It doesn't have a muffler, so it's giving us like ear cancer, dude.
Yeah.
It's like so loud.
And then it's like piping up under me and coming up through the window. So now we're getting like engine
So
smells.
now we're getting more exhaust. Like, not only does our car reek of gasoline because we spilled gasoline, in it,
Right.
but now it reeks of like fumes from the exhaust that are like filtering up through the holes in our car.
Oh my
So I
God.
was sticking my head out the window to breathe fresh air, but now I can't even do that because it's coming up from under my.
So we like reach into like our sleeping bag to like our not our sleeping bag that we wish we
That we
had.
can
Wish you had,
but
yeah.
like our little bag that has like melatonin and like
Oh.
eye mask and like earplugs. And like
Yeah.
we're gonna have to throw these earplugs in
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're gonna get the worst headache
Yeah, I forgot we did that,
imaginable.
yeah.
Because it is so loud.
It's so loud.
So loud. And like it vibrates now, like the whole car vibrates.
Right.
And so we stop. She starts crying. I
No.
very closely
Right.
almost start crying.
Yeah.
remember.
And then we're like, we can't do this anymore. Like, we have to turn back. Like, we can't do the walk-on corridor. We have to do like the more like official Pamir Highway.
And while that's happening, 2 bicyclists, like
Mhm.
people pedaling, that kind of bicycle, come up from the road that we were driving towards.
Yeah.
So they're coming from Afghanistan and they're riding their bikes on this horrible road.
And
That's
Bizarre.
well,
But
it's,
it's also very common to do.
It's-
A lot of people do that.
it's like a coming of age thing for like a lot of people, especially Europeans. They do like the Pamir Highway by bike, and it'll take them a couple months. But
Sounds terrible.
just when you
It
think
looks
like you're
terrible.
cool, like, oh, we're taking this crappy car in the Pamir Highway,
Yeah.
you see somebody that's like has this like massive Forrest Gump beard,
Right.
And they're like chugging up hills that they have no business chugging up.
You know what?
With their legs.
Let them do it.
Yeah.
I'll. Mm-mm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But they talked to us for a while and then we turned around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, does the road get better? He goes, oh no, it's a lot worse. like, okay.
So you never made it to the walk-on corridor.
Never made it to the
Yeah,
walk-on,
turn
no.
But then I think
don't
I
really
started-
think it mattered though. Like the
Yeah.
views were just insane the whole time.
The whole
It
time.
literally looks like Mars, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
It looks like another planet.
Yeah.
It's super dry. You're at such high altitude. It's like the different shades of like red and burgundy and yellows and stuff are like wild. But it's also like kind of hard to enjoy because you're just super stressed out the whole time.
Yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
remember any of the beauty that he's talking about.
You just remember stress, headache,
Stress.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Didn't you have a solution for breathing?
Oh yeah, because that comes later. Because I think actually
Yeah.
the car didn't smell like gas yet when you're talking about. I actually think that happened later.
Hmm.
I think you told it too early.
I mean, all
in
the gas
chronology.
fumes like have hallucinated my brain to the
Yeah.
point where
Yeah,
it's just mush.
it's all mush.
Like the
Yes.
chronology is.
Yeah, it's all the
So,
same.
Like at some point, we're wearing earplugs. We have sunglasses on because the dirt. We don't have any air conditioning. It's too hot in the car, but you need pants on because of the sun coming in. Right? You can't wear shorts because
Yeah.
you're gonna get sunburned.
Yeah, the sun
And
is
so-
super strong at
Yeah.
that altitude.
So then we're also like wearing scarves. Like I'm wearing a scarf and sticking my head out the window. Like I have a headband on to like not get sunburned. So like look like Mad Max covered. And
Our car sounds like Mad Max.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like this landscape is Mad Max.
And so we're in, I don't even remember what town we're in, but it has like a market. And I was like, hey, we should, this is going to sound ridiculous. I was like, we should get like basically a snorkel so that we should, so that we can like funnel in air to our faces so that we're not breathing the gas and the fumes and dust.
Yeah, so we went to a hardware store and found a hose that was intended for like an HVAC system or something.
Okay.
We bought that hose. It was like 50 cents, and then we used a knife to like cut it.
No, it wasn't a knife. It was nail clippers.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because that's
Nail
way,
clippers.
That's way different. I used like the little file on the nail clippers and was like sawing through this and like clipping it as he's driving.
And then we
That's the
like
difference
also
with a
bought
knife.
zip ties and put
Oh,
the,
yeah, we bought
and
zip ties.
then put it so like it gets air from like driving because you get the air resistance. It'll funnel that like fresh air into our faces, and so
And they're bright blue. These things.
Oh my
So we've
God.
got a
Yeah.
bright orange car, and now we've zip tied bright blue cones, funnels.
It's like a
Tunnels.
clown
Oh,
car
yeah,
coming
clown
into town.
It's like totally like the dumb little motorcycle that they have on Dumb and Dumber.
yes,
Where
yeah,
It's just like, it's a clown show.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and it's like embarrassing to like hold it, and so like when people were on the road, or if I like knew we were coming to a town with a bunch of people, I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna hold this up.
I'm not gonna have my car snorkel.
Yeah, and then eventually I was like, I'm never gonna see these people again. They don't know who I am, and I was like, I'm having such a hard time breathing,
Yeah,
and this isn't fun. So like, whatever. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold this up to my nose and my mouth.
yeah.
it's kind of like an elephant
It's-
trunk.
It's
Yeah.
It's also like wild
Yeah.
too because it's a 1980 Lada Niva, and a couple white people are rolling into like these towns, and it's super loud, right? It
Right.
sounds like a jet engine
Everyone's
coming into your
looking.
town, and everyone's like,
The
those were
hell?
white people wearing
Yeah.
like blue snorkels and had
And they'll like
Lada.
stop and they'll like turn around. And they'll be like, "What?" Like you could see them in the rear view.
Because you'll
Yeah.
see like a couple Toyotas a day with
Right.
like a group of like 8 white people in them, and
Yeah.
then, like your local driver, and like that's not that like out of pocket.
Yeah, tourists,
But
whatever.
you don't see.
Yeah.
You don't see us.
The people snorkeling
Burnt
through
orange
the.
Lada, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
so then when we went to go get the muffler and stuff fixed, like at different mechanic shops, they'd like point to the blue thing and they'd be like, "What?" Like, and then they like Google Translate, like, Why do
Yeah.
you have this?" And then we'd be like, either Google Translate or be like, like,
Yeah.
and then they'd just bust up laughing.
No.
They were like, "That's crazy," and then they'd always
That's one way to fix it.
Yeah, they would always ask, they're like, "But why do you have a Lada Niva? Like, but why did you pick this car? Was there no
Yeah.
other car?" That
And
was
then-
like what they would say.
Yeah, and then I like I didn't feel like explaining myself and being like, it's the cheapest one, and I'm only
Yeah,
here
yeah.
a month. Like I didn't want to give them like a logical answer, so I'm just like, I like shitty cars, and then they're like,
They
huh,
were-
they love that
Yeah,
answer.
they were so.
They're like,
Really?
yeah, a lot of bad. Like we're gonna like have a human moment, like talking about how terrible your car is. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah, because they all know. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's, a lot of times that's like the first car that you get. Like, as like you're 16 years old, here's your like babushka's Lada Niva that like
Right.
barely runs. So like, there's like an endearing part of that for like many people in Central Asia, but also just like oh god, that car gives me trauma.
Right, yeah.
It's so bad.
PTSD.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah.
So where are you at this point in the loop?
So
Tajikistan.
I mean, literally something goes wrong with the car almost every single day.
Yeah.
Like I have a list of like 30 things that went wrong, and we
Oh,
were
my
because
there.
the
gosh.
light fell out. Too.
Yeah, and we were on the loop for like 30 days. So like
Yeah.
something's going wrong every single day.
At some point,
Um,
yeah, you just knew 2 things were gonna go wrong every day.
And a
You
lot of
just didn't
times it
know
was
what
things
was.
that didn't really matter. So like the turn signal fell out of the car and was like dragging on the road, and then so that
Yeah.
light just like exploded. But it's like, dude, it's a turn signal. They don't even use turn signals in this country.
Yeah.
Who cares? And then like we developed like an oil leak somehow.
the
but, like-
roof rack.
Oh, that yeah. We had a sweet roof rack,
Yeah.
and it came unlodged and almost shattered our front windshield because
it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
inching
It was
forward
inching
because of the
forward.
road.
yeah, the
Oh.
road's like
Yeah.
yeah. So
So Cole was like, "Well, it sounds like it's getting louder up there. What is that?" And we had to pull off, and we were like, "Oh shit! It didn't look like." We had to like go back in old pictures and be like, "Oh yeah, it didn't look like
It
that."
came a foot forward,
But
and,
like we didn't know because it
Right.
looked like it was still hanging on.
and I was like, oh, maybe we can fix it. And then I'm like trying to fix it, and I'm like, these roads are so bad.
Yeah, it's just gonna
There's
get-
no point.
Right.
And so I literally just like yeeted it off the car, like into some dude's like backyard that had like a bunch of like broken Nivas.
Hey, he might have
Yeah,
really
scrap
needed
metal.
that.
There
Yeah.
you go, dude.
And just
Like,
people were like around us, but no one was helping us. We were just like, yeah, again, a clown show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the
God.
circus is coming into town, and it's me
Yeah,
and
it was
Cassie.
just a spectacle.
It
Yeah.
was a spectacle
Yeah,
every day.
yeah.
So you made it all the way back to Oshit? Or no. You make it to
So a lot of this craziness is happening in Tajikistan.
Okay.
Because that's where the roads are the worst.
Yeah.
And we're following the border with Afghanistan. Like, we can see Afghanistan 100 feet away.
And during
Like,
that
across the
part,
river.
the center console drops onto the gear shift.
Yeah, that's actually a really funny picture.
Like screws were starting to come off. Like a screw
Yeah.
fell on my foot, and I was like, "Oh, I hope we don't need that." We started collecting screws and started putting them in the center,
Yeah, we had like 10 screws in our like center console.
and we were like, "Well, whatever." And then, the center console fell down.
Like,
but
oh.
because we had zip ties, we
Yeah.
didn't have to stop.
And then the joke was like, oh, I guess the radio's not going to work anymore. Ha! The radio hasn't worked for 15 years.
Yeah. Plus, even if it did, you wouldn't have been able to hear it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every day we're like chugging along. Here's Afghanistan on the left, and like we're passing like Tajik soldiers that are patrolling the border in our like circus show spectacle clown car.
Yeah.
And then you can see like Taliban flags on like the other side of the river, and it's
my
just
God.
like
Yeah. And Cole
It's
stopped
just-
to take a photo.
it's just weird, man.
It's kind
It's a
of
weird trip.
surreal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, oh dang, that's a huge Taliban flag. Like, let me pull off on the road and like zoom in and like, and Cassie's like,
Yeah, I can't
She
imagine.
like thinks I'm gonna get beheaded from like across the river or something.
Yeah.
Wild views. Wild views.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool to see.
I mean, really pretty, man.
Yeah.
Like, very pretty.
So aside from having a lot of Neva,
Mm-hmm.
would you recommend going on this road trip?
I mean, if you like adventure and you have a really big budget to like have a nice like Land Cruiser, especially if you have enough money where you're like, oh, me and my partner are gonna buy out the entire Land Cruiser. So we have our driver that's like doing everything for us and like can just think for us, and then it's just us two like enjoying the views.
Yeah.
Like maybe. I mean,
But not if you have to have a snorkel.
well, they don't have those problems in those like
Right.
really nice Japanese vehicles.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have a really low budget and you need to cut corners like we did, you're gonna run into a lot of problems that could like break you spiritually.
Yeah.
Cassie, would you recommend this road trip?
I think this trip was funny. Like, I can look at it and laugh. And
Yeah.
like, the stories are pretty epic. Like, we will never have another travel story probably like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a weird, hilarious, funny, ridiculous story. But I like don't. It's hard for me to have the appreciation that Cole has about Tajikistan and like the beauty of it. I don't remember any of the beauty.
Yeah.
Because I was living in this like horrible car situation and like breathing fumes and being like, this trip is not worth the amount of gas fumes that I'm like ingesting. Like, we're gonna come back with so many health problems and like I don't feel good.
Right.
There was one day where we like felt horribly sick because of how terrible the road and travel had been, and we stayed at this horrible place. We like stayed in some girl's room. They like were, it was a hotel, and they were like,
that was so strange.
we don't have a hotel room for you, but hang on. And they like cleaned up their room, and then we stayed in their room, and it was hot and humid, and
It was like above like an old like Soviet like sanatorium. So they have like natural hot springs that smell like rotten eggs.
Yeah.
But that hot spring is like heating up the home, so the home is like it just smells gross and is like really humid and is not like an actual hotel. Like there's a few guest rooms and stuff, but like we were staying like amongst the family. And it's just like
That's so weird.
but it was like there was nowhere else to go. I had my like Cole hadn't driven enough. Like we were so exhausted, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where we're sleeping at this point.
Just get me to bed.
Yeah, like I didn't shower that night, even though I was like horribly like in dirt and fumes. And I think Cole showered, but I was like, I cannot take it anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, the standard of living in Tajikistan is super low. Like there's
And they were
not-
lovely people, but like it was weird to stay in someone's room.
Yeah.
That wasn't planning to have anybody
Yeah.
Yeah.
stay in there.
Yeah. So, no, I don't recommend this trip. I think.
But you can look back on it with some
Yeah.
funny memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell the story and smile.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Type 2 fun.
But it was, yeah.
Type
it was,
2 fun
it was
for
definitely
sure.
difficult. It was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did you separate from? Because I know you continued on.
Yeah, so once we got out of the craziness of, it's called the GBAO, the Gorno-Bardakh, like autonomous place or something. I don't know. It's this part of Tajikistan that's super, super poor. And their infrastructure is terrible, but the mountains are just like jaw-dropping. Once you get out of that, you get into like lowland Tajikistan, which is their capital, Dushanbe. and the infrastructure gets better, and then you're on like Silk Road. So the next city would be like Samarkand,
Okay.
where you get this beautiful Registan and all this cool Islamic influence. And then the next town after that was Shymkent,
Shymkent. Okay.
where Cassie flew out of, and then the car trouble ended for her, but it didn't end for me.
Right.
So
Well, also really quick, we had a couple other things happen between those times, but like I'll just do them really quickly.
Oh,
the clutch broke.
which is
Okay.
a massive fix in the States.
Yeah.
You're talking like a couple $1,000
Right.
probably.
And when
And-
they took it out, it was like emulsified in like rock, and like it didn't even look like what? It's not the engine.
The transmission
the
just looks-
transmission. It looked horrible.
So
It
how
was
did you get that fixed? You just take it
We
to
went
a,
to a mechanic.
mechanic?
Yeah.
It was like a godsend moment too, because we're on super remote roads. Like there's no mechanics anywhere.
Mm-mm.
And then the transmission started to go out when we were in Samarkand, which is the perfect time for it to
Oh
go
yeah.
out. Like there's mechanics everywhere.
Right. It's a big city.
So the transmission starts to go out. This dude,
We
I
also
mean-
got the muffler fixed along the way. Too.
I mean, he like reeked of booze, and he was
Yeah.
like not a legit mechanic, but he fixed it for $150.
That sounds pretty legit
Like
to me.
the part was like 50 or 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he charged like 50, and then like, wait, you're gonna do a complete clutch job for $150? Like
That's
joke.
nuts.
So sure enough, he fixes it, and then 2 days later, he forgot to like screw in some bolts, and then this I think it's called a differential,
Oh, is that the differential?
or no, a drive shaft.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like the propeller basically that sends power to the back wheels.
Right.
It disconnected while we were on
was
the
never connected.
while we were on the freeway. It disconnected, and it's a 50-pound giant piece of metal, and it just crashes on the freeway while we're driving. And I'm like, oh my god!
It makes a horrible
and
sound.
then we just like
Horrible.
swerve to the side of the road. What was that? Oh my god!
And we're like on a busy highway. Like this is the busiest
Yeah.
road we've been on this entire
Yeah.
trip.
In weeks.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
It's super dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so we
Arguably
get
one
out,
of the
look,
more
and I'm
dangerous
like,
spots.
I don't know what that part is, but like obviously it's super important because it's huge.
Yes.
There's
And it's not the
really-
muffler because that's already gone.
Yeah.
No,
We've already
we got
gotten
that
rid.
fixed.
Oh
That
yeah, we
was
did fix the
fixed.
muffler.
Yeah, that was fixed
Yeah.
at that point.
So long story short, we flagged down like a semi truck driver,
Uh huh.
and then he like takes one look and he's like, "Oh okay, yeah," and then he just like unscrews the other couple
He
bolts
crawls under our car.
and
On the
takes,
side of the highway.
Yeah. He parks his big long semi truck.
yeah, takes off the drive shaft and like we're smart enough to figure out like, oh okay, we just averted like a disaster. We no longer have a 4-wheel drive car, but you only need 2-wheel drive for like
Sure.
the rest of the trip. 'Cause
Okay.
we're on like pavement. right?
Yeah.
And so we just put this giant part in the back of our Lada.
Just sitting in the back with
and
the
this
gas
dude
and
refuses money. Like
Yeah,
that.
he was so sweet.
The hospitality is insane in Central Asia.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
pretty like
Yeah.
legendary.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
so those things happen. Okay, now
Back on the
we're- yeah,
road.
sorry.
Back on the road. We get to Shymkent. I mean, we're joking because like all these cities, like you've never heard of them, but they actually have like really good food.
Yeah.
And I'm like pretty excited when we get to Shymkent. We don't like drive the Lada at all. We just like park it at the hostel and we're like walking everywhere.
Yeah, we're just walking
And I'm
everywhere.
like, oh, this is so nice.
And like
So
these,
nice to
these
not
Soviet
deal with
parks
it.
are
Yeah.
legit. Like there's just
Yeah.
so much like greenery and like
Yeah.
public spaces and like I don't know, like MiG fighter jets that are in their like public parks. It's like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Cassie takes one of the more renowned airlines. She takes SCAT Airlines, SCAT, like a
Mm-hmm.
piece of wildlife scat.
Scat, barf, like
Horseshit.
horseshit.
Yeah. So she takes SCAT
Amazing.
Airlines to Korea, and she's like washed her hands of this whole situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So within an hour of dropping her off at the airport, the Lada's like fan belt snapped, which
Oh,
is actually a
no.
huge deal when it's 110 degrees, because like the car went from like normal temperature to
Yeah.
overheating like almost instantly. So I'm like, shoot, I can't drive this anymore.
Right.
So again, like some Kazakh savior in a BMW like rolls by and he's like, oh, like tow, and I'm like, oh god, towing's so stressful. Okay, fine, tow.
Yeah.
Like what else am I gonna do, right? So he hooks me up and he tows me to his house. Turns out like I guess like many men like in this part of the world is like a mechanic basically. Like moonlights as a mechanic. Like,
Okay.
oh, so a snapped belt on the fan. Yeah, I can figure that out.
Yeah, that's no
it's
problem.
a lot of like everyone knows like. So he goes to the like takes me to the hardware store, buys this part for like $1, goes back to his house, puts it in, makes his wife feed me like melons and plov and like
Kind of sounds
he like
nice.
tried to like feed me like vodka too, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I'm good, dude, actually. But yeah, I'll take your like melons and plov.
Right.
So I have like a really like wholesome meal with this family,
Uh-huh.
and this dude fixes my car, and then he's like, okay, bye, like inshallah, like road will be safe. And I'm like, you want any money? And he's like, nah, like you're good,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah.
And now I'm like friends with his like wife on Instagram. It's
Really?
great, yeah. She was like she was like, wow, this is great. And she's like filming me eating the food in their living room and narrating the whole thing in Russian. And then I'm like, spasiba. Like,
Why do you think she was?
I think it was just like I was their zoo animal or something.
Yeah, like,
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
there's a
like,
white guy.
there's a white guy in our living room. This is great. Like, this, like,
I mean, maybe
it's
it's,
a story.
Just,
Like,
it's,
just like the lot is
yeah.
a story. They're
Yeah.
like, this one day, this white guy showed up in our living room. And, like,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
And he ate our food and didn't think it was
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like how many, like, you just don't see a ton of people, like, just passing through this, like, no-name village in Kazakhstan.
Right. So what did you do with the car?
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so she's getting her nails done in Korea, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not over for me.
Right.
Now it's like, I'm solo, so I have nobody to, like,
You have
cry on.
1,000 miles to go back.
It's not that much. It was like, I just looked it up, actually. I think it was, like, 600 kilometers, so, like,
Okay.
400 miles.
But it's a lot of border passing.
Yeah, I had to cross through. Oh my goodness, the borders in Central Asia are so annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they were all the Soviet Union at one time,
Mhm.
no borders. And then once they all got their independence, they're like, let's throw up some borders, and they're all going to be like corrupt and like take forever, and it's so much red tape. So it's just a long process. Like what should have been like a 6-hour drive was a 2-day drive.
Oh my
Mostly because
gosh.
of the borders.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, eventually, I get back to Osh,
Yeah.
and this is the moment of truth. Like, can I sell the Lada?
Yeah.
And I go up to Oybek, and I'm like, dude, it was great. Like,
Yeah.
this car is awesome.
It did
like,
well.
Yeah, I mean, like, the drive shaft is in the back, and, like, you know, it's a Lada, so like, everything's broken. But, like, it runs. And it did 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
And it didn't like strand us. Like the engine didn't like explode, right? Like
Yeah.
it still
Yeah.
gets you from point A to point B
And
with
all in
like
all,
tons
it
of
did
stress.
survive and did its job.
Yeah, and he's like test driving it, and he's like, yeah, I can offer you like $700, and I'm like, yes, redemption, let's go.
That's greater than a 50% return.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing the math, and I'm like, oh my god, it was cheaper than if we would have done our like Land Cruiser deal, like
yeah.
most people do.
Right.
Because that loop would have like they don't. First of all, they don't do the Land Cruiser loops like for the 2,000 miles. It's like just the Pamir Highway. So like we were able to get more transportation having the Lada. So it ended up being cheaper than the alternatives. More stressful, certainly.
Yeah.
But I was able to sell the car. And I think all told, like when you actually add like the repairs and everything, it was like, I don't know, like $1,000 or something.
Right. After.
Investment,
Yeah.
if you want to call it that.
Hey, it's an
So-
investment in experiences
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stories and
Mhm.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
could've
Adventure.
It could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
And it should have been so much worse, honestly.
I mean, it sounds like you guys were in some tricky spots.
Yeah. Yeah. But it always ended up working out. And so, like, after a while, you just knew, like, something was going to break and you knew it was eventually going to get worked out.
Right.
You just didn't know on the day what was going to break and when it was going to break.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
definitely an exercise in growth. Like we always joke about this like sort of thing. Like what's next? Like something's gonna break. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we had good humor about it.
Yeah.
After the muffler situation, like, that was definitely the worst day.
Mhm.
I did cry that day, but that was the only day.
So, like, having a sense of humor about all of this and maybe an unreasonable amount of faith in other
Yeah.
people.
Well, she
Yeah.
always
Seems
what's that-
like-
What do you say about me? You're like, there's some like phrase that you always go to. You're like, why do you have so much confidence? It's like,
Confidence that things will work out.
yeah,
Yeah.
or no, you're like mad essentially that things always work out for me
Yeah.
because like she just sees it from like. This definitely isn't going to work out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, I'll be able to sell the lotto, right?
Yeah.
Like, and she's just like, you're
Yeah.
like delusional. Like,
Yeah,
why?
You're like-
I always go like, oh, Cole's always right. Like,
Yeah, that's what she always says.
yeah.
Like, Cole's always
Or,
right.
like Cole will always like whatever he says, it will always.
Because I
turn
kind
out
of
to be
have
that
like
way.
misplaced like confidence, faith, but like it kind of always ends up working out.
Yeah. But in the grand scheme, it's really like just nothing's that big of a deal. Like what
Right.
I think is a big
Yeah.
deal and what I think is scary is actually like not that big of a deal, and it'll always get worked out.
Yeah, like I always say, we make mountains out of molehills,
Mm.
Catastrophize.
or catastrophizing something.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay,
It's
we're
easy
broken.
to do when you're on the road and like in a different place and you don't know what's happening next. It's easy to catastrophize and spin out. But like I think that's probably what I'm taking away from this is like if you keep your cool, things will work out.
Yeah.
They'll shake out.
Yeah.
You know, once the highs go away, the high
Yeah.
anxiety or excitement.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
always like say like worst case scenario, what's gonna happen? Worst case scenario, we're gonna get stranded on the side of the Pamir, but we have 10 gallons of water.
Right.
We can sleep in the car.
You've made a
It's-
contingency
it's
plan.
July,
Yeah.
so we won't freeze to death.
Right.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of like a tourist destination for some people. So like there are going to be passerby cars. Like yeah, you might have to wait hours, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we'll get rescued.
Right. You're
Like-
not in a overly dangerous
No,
spot.
no.
Wow.
And you just kind of have to like focus on that. Like the worst case scenarios really are not that bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, any last words of wisdom or advice that you would give to somebody who's planning a trip to the stands?
I mean, if you're already planning a trip to the stands, like you're the type of person that could make it work.
Yeah.
Because the handful of people that want to go to the stands are probably already like fully aware of the difficulties of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just take the uncomfortability with a grain of salt and motor through.
Motor through.
If you do buy a Lada, horse shit's your guy.
So like yeah, go to the stands and maybe buy a Lada, but you might not be
Probably.
lucky, or you may be really unlucky.
Or if you're a car guy and you like actually know how to work on it.
Right. If you
maybe.
actually know what you're doing.
Or if you're just like a masochist or something.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask. So, what eventually ended up happening with the Lada
So we sold it to Oybeck,
Oybeck?
and
Oh, yeah.
literally, like instantaneously, like he gives me the money, I give him the keys, and then 2 Spanish guys that were staying at his hotel like walk down the stairs, and Oybeck's like, "Hey, here's this car that I was telling you about." So he just flipped this car, and now these Spanish dudes are gonna do the same loop that we did.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, "Hey guys, like, the car can do it, I think."
Can you?
But yeah, can you basically?
Yeah. Yeah.
And because they had, actually, it was 3 Spanish guys. The 2 that I talked to were on motorcycles, and one of their friends wasn't gonna ride a motorcycle, like he didn't know how. So he was gonna be like the trail vehicle
Yeah.
with the Lada. And I was like, I think your motorcycles might be fine, but like
Right.
the trail vehicle is.
Whoa.
But anyway, I think it made the whole loop. Oybeck actually sent me drone footage of our Lada like a week after I had sold it on the Pamir, just like ripping those roads. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
it lives on.
With the 2 motorcycles.
Yeah, with the 2 motorcycles behind.
It's
like,
a cool
it lives
video.
on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the.
That's
video.
got to be such a good
Yeah.
feeling, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
especially for Oybeck, who
Yeah.
made, you know.
Oh, he probably
Yeah.
like rented it to them for $800.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whatever.
But like, that was a wild ass story.
Yeah.